Ayubowan. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been doing a lot of cooking and baking this past couple of weeks, so I thought I would switch it up and do some makeup again. So today's video is going to be about makeup. So the palette I'm going to talk about today is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered Palette, and I'll give you all the details about it, all the tea, everything, good, bad, anything. I'll be giving you my honest opinion on this palette. So this is the packaging it comes in. It's very luxurious yet again. Huda Beauty always has very luxurious packaging. It feels very nice. The roses are like sticking out on the packaging, so that's a nice detail to put in. So this is what it looks like when I take it out of the packaging. Looks stunning. You see all the glitz on it. It's very nice. The packaging is, as always, the packaging is very nice. It's very lovely, and I'll be showing you in-depth pictures of the shades and the packaging so you can see it a bit better than from my camera. This palette sells for £47, which is about 11,000 Sri Lankan rupees, and I know that's quite a lot, but you get 18 shades in this whole palette, so that's quite a bit of shades that you get for £47 or almost 11,000 rupees. It's about 10,700 rupees, so it is quite a bit of money, but again, you get the lovely packaging, you get the lovely shades, and everything is included. So personally, I like spending money on good makeup, and there's always like a little bit more in these Huda Beauty palettes, so I do really like these, although they're a bit pricey. Since the palette is £47, you spend about £2.70 on one shade, and I've had it for about, I think, 8 to 9 months, and it looks untouched, although I have been using it. And so I do think it's a bit pricey, but I think it's worth it in my opinion. So I went on the website again, and I'm gonna read out what they describe the palette as. The Rose Gold Remastered Eyeshadow Palette has 18 unique shades for everyday wear in matte and metallic finishes. So when you first open the palette, it comes with like a protective sheet. I still use that because I think it helps keep all the shadows in place and it doesn't get anything on the mirror. And look at the size of the mirror. It's so big. Like, compare it to my head and it's so big. So it's a really good big mirror as well. Especially if you travel a lot, you have loads of shades that you can use and a mirror, all compact. It's just one palette and you can do anything with it. So these are the shades. They look absolutely stunning. They're like, these are 18 shades that you can use anytime, anywhere, for a party, for a normal day out, for uni, for anything. You can use all these shades for anything and everything. So it's a great selection, I think, personally, because I use a lot of the browns I use on my day-to-day life, especially when I go to uni or work, and the glitter and the more metallic shades or the more vibrant shades I use when I go out or I have a party or a wedding or something like that. I think this is a great palette for people who want something compact, easy, and just everything is in one palette. So for people who like that, this is a great palette. So on my channel, I've done a review on the Obsession nude palettes from Huda Beauty as well. Those I find very good for just nudes, no vibrant colors. They're very versatile, but this one, I feel like this palette has all that I need for my skin tone personally. Like, the browns that are in this act like a great nude for my skin tone. So if I feel like I have more parties coming up and I'm going away on holiday, or I go visit my friends in the Netherlands, I bring this palette, because this palette has like party shades, a bit more out there shades, but also nude shades. So this is an all-rounder palette. metallic shades are very creamy. They are very pigmented and creamy, and the normal powdered shades are very pigmented as well. They're not creamy, they're a bit more on the powdery side, but the pigment is amazing. So I've never personally had any problems with Huda Beauty's palettes and the pigment, because the pigment is always there from my experience. And the metallic shades are so creamy, they're great to work with. And what I usually do is I use my fingers for the metallic shades because they're so creamy. It goes on way better when I use my finger. My makeup look today, I went in with the shade Sandalwood, and I put it all over my crease, everywhere, just as a base layer. Then I went in with henna to darken up the outer corners. The next shade that I use is Doll Face, and I put it on the inner corners of my eyes just to make it a bit more pinky. Lastly, I went in with Fling, and I put it on the middle parts of my eyes just to give it a bit more of a glittery effect. I didn't do much today because I just want to show you how pigmented these shadows are and how beautiful the pink and the reddish and all those tones work together. My palette does look a bit roughed up because I use it that much. So I got this palette for my anniversary with my boyfriend. He bought it for me, and the first time I saw it, I was like, I can't touch this. This looks so gorgeous. I didn't want to touch any of the shades because they look so pretty, but you know, you have to use them. The browns are very nice for my skin tone, so it's a great one to use. The black is so pigmented. Some black eyeshadows are more on the grayish side, and this Huda Beauty black eyeshadow is so black and pigmented. I love to use it for a smoky eye, or if I don't want to put eyeliner on but I want like that wing that looks like, that snatches my eye a bit more, like make it look more like sexy, flawless, a bit more pulled back. I just use a bit of the black eyeshadow shade and kind of almost draw a wing, but it's not a wing, so that it looks like my eyes are a bit more pulled back. This gold shade is pure gold. I kid you not. This shade is so gold, it like blows my mind. And especially Sri Lankan people like wearing a lot of gold items, like when they go for a wedding or anything like that. Gold is a main thing there, and this gold with gold accessories is just amazing. It looks gorgeous, and it looks like pure gold. It looks like powdered gold. That's how pigmented this gold is. And as you can see, it looks a bit like a mess because I've used it so much. And to be fair, like I normally say about Huda Beauty's eyeshadows, the only thing I don't personally like is the fallout. The powder, the matte eyeshadows do have fallout quite a bit, and that is something that some people might hate. I don't personally hate it, but it's not something I really enjoy. So that's the only thing I would say is a negative about this palette. If you consider everything that you get, the packaging, the shades, how pigmented they are, how good they work together with other products and everything, I do think this palette is very much worth spending a bit more money on it. For anyone that wants to buy this palette, I highly do recommend it, especially if you don't have the Nude Obsessions palette or anything like that and you're my skin tone. For my skin tone, I really do recommend this because I feel like it's a versatile palette. I can use it as nudes, I can use it for parties, for weddings, anything. And so if you're my skin tone, I definitely 100% guarantee you will love this product. I just want to give you a quick opinion about my personal experience with this palette, and I think it's a great palette, so I do think you should try it out. Another thing I want to mention is that some of the metallic shades I use as a highlighter. I felt like the pink diamond shade went really well with my skin tone as a highlighter, so I have used it as a highlighter before as well. So I feel like you can use any of these shades as a highlighter as well, which is a plus, because I mean, you're spending quite a bit of money on a palette like this, so you want to make the best of it and use it as much as you can. So it's great to use as an eyeshadow, but also great to use as a highlighter. I hope you enjoyed this quick review of the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered Palette. And if you have any more questions, if you want me to go more in depth, or if you want me to show you a tutorial on how I got this eye look, let me know and I will make one. I didn't know I didn't know if I should do a tutorial or not, so that's why I just started with this, and if you guys like it, I'll do a tutorial. I have no problem with that. And I hope I helped you decide if you want to buy this palette or if you want to skip this one. But as I said, my personal preference, I really love it, especially for my skin tone. I think it's a great palette. So let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next, or if you want to see a more in-depth review with a tutorial of me doing my makeup. Let me know, I'll do that for you. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't want to miss when I upload, press the notification bell down below and you'll get a notification as soon as I upload. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!